Now let's practice solving some complicated linear equations that have a few more operators in them. Here's the first one. Please pause the video and see how you do. First, we need to build our two-column table. In the left column, we would first multiply by 2, add 1, multiply by 3, and then subtract 7. So there's our left column. Our right column has the inverse operators. Let's start at the bottom of the right column. First, we're going to add 7 to both expressions and simplify. Next, we're going to divide both by 3 and simplify. Then, we're going to subtract 1 from both and simplify. And finally, we divide both by 2 and simplify. And we find our answer is -2. Here's the check. How about here? If x was a number, we would multiply by 4, add 7, multiply by 2, and then divide by 3. We'd have to multiply by 4 and add 7 first because of the parentheses. So here's our table and our inverses. We'll start with our original and multiply both expressions by 3. The 3's on the left will reduce, leaving 2 times the quantity, 4x plus 7, and over on the right we get -18. We then move up a row and divide both by 2 and simplify. We move up a row and subtract 7 from both and simplify, and then we move up a row and divide by 4 and simplify. Our solution is -4. And here's the check. How about this one? To build the left column, we would multiply by 2, subtract 7, multiply by 3, divide by 5, and then subtract 8. So this time we have 5 rows. Here are our inverse operators. So we start with the original and add 8 and simplify. Move up a row and multiply by 5. And again, these 5's reduce to a factor of 1. And so when we simplify, we just have 3 times the quantity, 2x minus 7. We move up a row and divide by 3 and simplify. We move up a row and add 7 and simplify. And then we move up a row and divide by 2 and simplify. Our answer then is 6. And here's our last one. If n was a number, we would first multiply by -4, then we'd subtract 11, then we'd multiply by 3, we'd divide by 7, and last we'd add 1. This time we have 6 operators, so we're going to need 6 rows. Here are our inverse operators. So we start with the original and subtract 1 from both expressions and simplify. We move up a row and multiply both by 7 and simplify. We move up a row and subtract 6 from both and simplify. We move up a row and divide by 3 and simplify. Then we add 11 to both and simplify. And finally we divide by -4 and find that our answer is -1/2. Well, I hope these more complicated linear equations have made you more comfortable in building and using a two-column table.